Rutherford with the ball. To the inside. Yao.
And Adebayo showing another element of his game. Nice vision to set up the bucket.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for East Rutherford. Well, Doris, we've heard it.
Yo, I said they were coming for us, but that made me no difference. Said they got something for nuts, but that ain't your ego business. Yo, I was coming one up, but I got my people clicking. Yeah, I could see, yo, so ego driven. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Tell the man, put it on me, I suppose. The envy, I suppose. Cause the girls get friendly, I suppose. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Do it all for the family, I suppose. But we'll see how it goes. Hope I can stop maybe, but I won't. Baby, I'm the GOAT. Don't even chat to me about features, G. Gotta pay me for the quote. The price of the been rising. Trying to get a beat, but the knees are hello. They always wanna catch up on reason, but the peas is the reason that I won't. How you get the least if you've been through the most? It beats me, I suppose. Yo, I said they were coming for us, but that ain't make me no difference. Said they got something for nuts, but that ain't your ego, is it? Yo, thought I was coming one up, but I got my people clicking. Yeah, I can see, yo, so ego driven. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Tell the man, put it on me, I suppose.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. It'll be Buffalo off the tip. Back to Lively. From 19 feet away.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivy? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
Yao. It's tipped. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Buffalo shooting their first free throw of the game.
You can tell Dominique Wilkins just has that extra edge to his game. He's always hunting down his next bucket and willing to fight to get it. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Bam aptly describes Adebayo's defensive impact. He packs a punch in there.
Got that one up quick. Wilkins has got a couple of threes now in the first for Buffalo.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Buffalo with the ball. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. From the arc. Another miss by Wilkins. And it's East Rutherford's ball. 9-point game. Pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Wilkins. And now Adebayo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Keenan. Lets it go from deep. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Back to Randolph. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Jaden Ivey. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Wow. Wouldn't he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
A low post specialist who also rebounds it well. Randolph really brings it, knows his strengths, and plays to him.
There's a minute 34 left to play here in the first. Korver, no luck. Buffalo with the ball. They're on an 11-1 run. Stolen by Randolph. To the middle. Now here's Randolph. Back to Yao. George with no one around. Misses the three. Buffalo leading by 10. Pass to Kamare. Back to Lively. And once again off the mark by Buffalo.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Shoots it up. And once again off the mark by Buffalo. Yao goes in. Here's Korver. Stolen by Wilkins. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
How about that?
Yao. And Yao slams it in.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? It's been all about Dominique Wilkins for Buffalo. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with
the visiting team. 3.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Buffalo.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
But right away, they've been hassling ball handlers, just swarming defense and very active with their hands, looking for any chance to force any kind of turnover.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Back to George. Fires the three. Robinson pulls it in. Buffalo leading by 13. Lets it go. And the basket by Kamare.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Here's Baylor. Drives to the hoop.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Outside, Randolph. Banked in off the glass.
He might not elevate like some of the other guys on the court, but as we've learned, Randolph knows how to get the ball in the basket.
Robinson with it. Bamba picks him up. There's the three. Bowen, good. Bowen's got a pair of triples in the second now for Buffalo.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Pass to Bamba. Here's Bowen. Covered by Robertson. Pocket 2. Bowen's shot is off. East Rutherford trails by 14. Here's Randolph. And slam dunk by Randolph.
Zach getting up top that time. Randolph with a little bit of room throws one down.
Here's Kamare. Pass to Keenan. Out to the right wing. Robinson with it. Covered by Robertson. Outside Robinson. Off target from three-point range. And it's East Rutherford's ball. To the paint. Here's Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. It's Wilkins on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Kamare. Now here's Wilkins. Covered by Robertson. Buffalo needs to get off a shot here. Kept alive. Adebayo with the ball. Over Randolph. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
Well, how about that? Bam stepping out just a little bit from the mid-range with a soft touch.
Snatched up. A second chance effort. In deep. Baylor drops it in. Baylor's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
.26 seconds left now here in the second. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Nasty out. Stolen by Bamba.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. 6 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And the dunk by Baylor.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And it's Buffalo sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. East Rutherford trails by 14. Edwards with it. Wilkins picks him up. Outside Korver. Back to Edwards. That's tipped. Lively high post. Still without a basket. Back to Wilkins. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Pass to Adebayo. Outside for Korver. Good ball movement here by East Rutherford. Look at that. And an incredible double clutch dunk. Wow.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Sinks the three-pointer. Wilkins has got 15.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And it's out of bounds to East Rutherford. They'll retain possession. Here's George. No scoring in this one. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Pass to Keenan. Wilkins outside. Now, here's Adebayo. It's hauled in by Edwards. And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Wilkins with it. Picked up by Edwards. The shot by Ivey, no good.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Known as a tough defender, George, so good at reading shooters and getting to those shot attempts.
Substitution on the court.
Right side, Wilkins. Over Korver. Wilkins, that's good. Wilkins has got 5 points now in the quarter. East Rutherford trails by 15. Plenty of space. They get it back. Here's George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Pass to Robertson. Now Bamba, lively defending. 4 on the clock. Outside for George. Here we go, one-on-one. Oh! And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Kamare. Now Wilkins. Three-pointer. And Bamba pulls it down. Here's Robertson. The layup missed.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And it's Buffalo in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Buffalo leading by 16. Wilkins outside. Pass to Kamare. Traps in the tray. Kamare's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Buffalo.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Buffalo.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You've got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Bowen's shot is off. East Rutherford trails by 17. It's stolen by Wilkins. Beyond the arc. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He knows every possession is critical now.
Substitution.
And Buffalo has possession. Pass to Ivy. 5 on the clock. From downtown, drills the three-pointer. And Buffalo leads by 20.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover. Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Second personal foul.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Korver from deep three-point land. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Buffalo leading by 18. Back to Ivy. And he lays it straight in. Ivy's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Here's Korver for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Ivy. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Buffalo moving it around. It's stolen by Korver. Down low. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And here's Korver from the arc. And it's Buffalo with the rebound. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Lively. Ivy on the wing. That 3 off the mark. East Rutherford trails by 18. Now with the ball. That's a 2 from Korver. Wilkins pulls it in. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Ivy. The shot's good on the assist from Wilkins. And Buffalo leads by 21.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line in a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Let's go. Can't hit that one. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The 3 from George. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Here's Lively. On the money from 12 feet away.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
And it's sent back by Wilkins. Here's Keenan. Drills it from outside. And George, here we go. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The assist.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
And so it's Buffalo winning this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just...
Like, everybody's set right. It's like, I want to be like this, and I don't know how they get like this, but I want to be like this. I'm thinking you got a job, you got parents to keep you with some, or you selling. They were selling.
Stoffmatratzen voll mit Rex, richtig fettes Pack, bin kein Nerd, doch hab mit, zieh einen ab und my feet, damn, get it out, man, I call it facts. I feel in love with you right now, I'm off somebody tell me, get up, I'm just in all black, you say really fit, every day I get dressed, I be flying, don't need to take no pic, every day I'm with it, man, we on, I told her this shit, let me see it, get my name tatted on her. Mache zu viel Cash, Stoffmatratzen voll mit Racks. Meine Chrome hat Rolling Glance. Ja, Rick Owens meine Boots, Rick Owens meine West. Ja, sie will ein Autogramm auf ihren Mosi Tags. Bin in Paris in der Suite, ich chille, ist nicht so viel Tag. Kann nicht schlafen, chase weg, ich hol sie schnell. Ja, ja, Stoffmatratzen voll mit Racks. Richtig fettes Pack, bin kein Nerd, doch hab ne, zieh einen ab und
From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Hi, everyone. This is Brian Anderson at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines.
Here we go.
And it's East Rutherford with the ball. Pass to Yao. It's George on the wing. From outside, off the mark. Here's Keenan. George with it. Irving for three. The shot, no good. Takes the three. And it's Irving with a rebound. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for New York. To the middle. Kicks it to George. Three-pointer. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
And George, a volume three-point shooter. He possesses outstanding confidence and leans into that perimeter game.
To the inside. Reed. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
2 shots.
So he gets them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Korver can't get it to go. Pass to Reed. Here's George. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Irving for three. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
East Rutherford shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes both free throws.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
To the paint. Picked it out of midair. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. George, no good. Pass to Yao. Right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And here's the fast break. George outside. Irving for three. New York again can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Korver can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here's New York now. A big stretch here going. 10-2. George for three. Nails it from three. George has got 6.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Fox outside. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Korver. And it's New York with a rebound.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
George has the open look. Nice shot from the wing. Give him 8.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now a timeout called by New York. New York leading by 11. Pass to Bird. Here's Duncan. Adebayo, good look. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
You hear the word versatility so much associated with Bam Adebayo and his game. And the mid-range is coming along as well.
35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Brunson. And there's the drive. Pass to Duncan. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Bamba.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Korver can't get it to go. And here's New York now. They're on a 17-7 run. Outside for Russell. Takes a 3. That shot, no good. Here's Korver. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. New York out in front, up 10. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Knicks.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
And just totally relentless, wholly increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
George with a steal. Down low. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Randolph misses. New York leading by 9. Here's Bird. No good on the triple. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Pass to Baylor. Back to Bamba. Here's Robertson. No good with the triple.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And it's East Rutherford with the ball. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Pass to Adebayo. Now Brunson. Here's Bird. East Rutherford pulls it in. Oh, deflected. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's Adebayo. Oh, and Fox with the block.
Well, Fox does a good job as the point guard getting involved in that play. And he's going to come up with the block.
And East Rutherford with possession. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Pass to Adebayo. Out to the wing. Right side Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Russell.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Edwards. A minute 42 left to the second period. Pass to Williamson. New York again can't hit. And East Rutherford with possession. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Randolph misses.
Well, he had a wide open shot, but instead he tried to do a crowd-pleasing circus act there. And as much as I like juggling, that's not effective.
Here's Thurman. George outside. 5 to shoot. It's George on the wing. New York again can't hit. 59 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good.
Nate Thurman. At the line, 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Korver. George left side. Pass to Korver. Tries to break his ice. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Ball goes to the away team.
And in the second quarter, Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
George for 3, and it's New York with a rebound. to Irving. Deflects the pass. George with a steal. And here's Edwards. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. New York out in front. They lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Bird. The 3 is up. The kick out to Brunson. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Bird missing. Here's George. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Korver. Can't tie it up. That one misses. New York leading by 3. Here's Duncan. No good on the 3. And it's East Rutherford with the ball. For the tie. The shot comes out. Here's Brunson. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Really quick release there from Brunson. Let that one go in a hurry.
All sorts of time. He gets it in there.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
With Brunson being undersized, he has such a great feel for how to create space, Brent.
Incredible footwork, B.A. The way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around and makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area.
Now a timeout called by New York. Both teams making some changes here. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Williamson outside. Pass to Fox. Here's Frazier. To the right side. Now here's Williamson. Shot clock at 5. All alone. Frazier shot is off. And East Rutherford with possession. Trailing by 4. Three-pointer. Here's Yao. And Williamson with the block.
Plenty of muscle on the block. Zion love knocking that one away.
1:41 left to play in the third. Pass to Williamson. Here's Keenan. Here's Frazier. New York again can't hit. Here's Robertson. Yao. And it's all tied up.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Adebayo, that's good. Adebayo's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, around the rim, Bam Adebayo makes so many things happen because he's so athletic.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
Pass to Keenan. Back to Williamson. Three-pointer, Fox. Adebayo grabs the board.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Yao. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. And now a 3-point East Rutherford lead. Pass to Adebayo. To the wing on the left. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Yao. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. First free throw is good. East Rutherford making a switch here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. New York trails by 5. Looking to win the run. And he jams it home with authority.
Great job executing that inbounds play. That's got to make Coach happy.
Here's Yao. And he gets that one. Yao's got 8 points in the quarter.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Irving. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The third quarter comes to a close. East Rutherford out in front. They lead by 5. And time to step away quickly, but... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. East Rutherford leading by 5. Here's Robertson. Got a hand on it. Here's George. And counted from 19 feet away.
And George's guys encourage him to just fire away. They know he's lethal from there.
Pass to Randolph. There's the triple. And the three-pointer goes.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the 3.
And stolen by Edwards. Inside. Randolph gets the bucket. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for East Rutherford?
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. East Rutherford making a switch here. Back to Edwards. The 3. And Reed pulls it down.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
All right, time for an injury report.
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from East Rutherford's head athletic trainer. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation.
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him, and now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
George. A quick shot there. It's off target. Here's George. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Reed. Irving for 3. East Rutherford pulls it in.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And how about Edwards keeping his head up and spotting the open man?
Timeout called, Knicks. From the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, guys. Well, during the last break, I heard Mike D'Antoni as he talked with the team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. East Rutherford leading by 8 to the middle. Here's Adebayo. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, if this is a physical contest, Adebayo is going to win out.
Here's Bird. And it's off from three-point range.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Yeah, Paul George, no problem pulling up well behind the three-point line to knock him down.
Back to Adebayo. Pass to Brunson. Jacks up a three. Anthony Edwards with a rebound.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Yao shot is off. New York trails by 13. Here's Bird. Sends it home from three-point land.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
George, no good.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for East Rutherford. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
The way they dominated, they earned the dub tonight.
Now, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight it's going to come in a win.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Adebayo. Oh, George with a steal. In transition, here they come. Open shot from Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo.
And Bam dropping another dime, never shy about sharing the ball.
Larry Bird. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he drops the first.
Kyle Korver at the line. 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Bird. East Rutherford pulls it in. Puts up a three. Hits the trifecta. So we see East Rutherford get the win here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you.
Prove it on my own, give it my all on full throttle. lost and had worries, but I wasn't busted. Look, they tried to steal my glory, say it wasn't nothing. But God's the author of my story, not the play. 1 chance just to make it at the city, huh? 2 hands put together, hope he hear me,